Good day, and welcome to Worldwide Peacemaker Vibes. My name is Jasmine, and I'll be your tarot card reader for this general oracle and tarot card spread for the full moon, January of 2026. This is for Gemini moon placements. Remember to only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I do offer personal readings, by the way. How to reach me is located in the description box. You can go to my link tree to book a personal reading with me, okay? So, Gemini moon placements, this is for the full moon, January 2026. The first card is what you need to focus on, and I am using two decks by Amanda Lovelace, the Cozy Witch Tarot, and Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. See, it says it's a time for healing, not war. Slow down and celebrate yourself. I feel like your ancestors are literally celebrating, like your star ancestors are having a feast at this very moment. If you're a high vibrational witch, expect good karma. If you're a low vibrational witch, expect some angels to crucify you, like Yeshua Emmanuel, with that crown of thorns and a crucifix on your back. So focus on this Gemini moon placements during this full moon, what you need to be focusing on. What you need to be focusing on during this full moon, January 2026. It says, Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. Card number 13, which in original tarot, that's the death card energy. You could be going through a rebirth or transformation, or someone you're connected to could be going through a rebirth or transformation. And you could find yourself focusing on helping this individual, or you could find yourself needing to focus just on you and let that individual grow. This card says sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. Be proud of the person that you've become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of the pain you've had to endure in the past, but as proof that you can survive anything. So you're going through a rebirth. Focus on your rebirth and your transformation with this full moon, Gemini moon placements or cross watchers. Clarifying Lioness, you've earned your stripes. Focus on this. You have the Ace of Cups. Do you feel that in your heart? That's potential self care and self love. So while you're going through this rebirth, whenever you feel stressed or overwhelmed or burdened or like you're carrying in weight or baggage or even a projection that doesn't belong to you, you need to practice a lot of self care and self love. And if some of you are parents, your child very well could be inhabiting an energy that has the both of you feeling isolated and alone or wanting to spend time alone. So make sure you're taking the time to go within and be the best mentor or guidance counselor that you can be to your child during this time as well. So let's keep going, clarify and focus on this. Lioness, you've earned your stripes. Knight of Cups. Romanticize the present moment every chance you get. This Knight of Cups energy is also about your empath abilities, being very empathetic to yourself and others. So focus on this. You've earned your stripes. The Knight of Cups. Either there's a teenager or a young adult, or this is you. But however it's going, see life through a lens of expressing your feelings. Make sure you give displays of affection when necessary and safeguard your precious heart. If you're dealing with another individual, be careful with their heart for as long as it's in your hands. All right. So some of you need to be focusing on really loving yourself, and some of you need to be focused on your teenage son. What needs to be released? What does Gemini moon placements need to release with this full moon? Release this. You have escapist. Card number 32. Come home to yourself. So release whenever you want to escape situations, practicing escapism. Release the wants or urge to do that. Everybody wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some like to binge watch shows, listen to music, read, or leave it all behind and go on vacation. But Moon and Gemini, with this full moon, when you get stressed out, or if you know a big problem is on the way and you don't want to be confrontational, you want to be more empathetic, choose what is actually healthy for you and face that head on. When it comes to the other person, if they're wanting to do something that isn't healthy for you, then let that person fall wherever they are going, type of thing. So let's clarify. Release this escapism. Clarify and release this escapist. Come home to yourself. Clarify and escapist. Release this. Escapist is clarified by the moon card. Release this. Escapist is clarified by the moon card. Taking time for deep self reflection is essential. If there's some type of fear that you have, that you're running from, you need to release that fear. You can't release it by running from it. Keep that in mind as well. And others of you, if how you're practicing escapism involves a lot of sadness or depression, you do need to see a mental health counselor. If it involves a lot of confrontation and aggression, you need to seek out anger management services voluntarily. So either one of those, either you or someone you're connected to, either needs to seek out mental health counseling and or anger management sessions before a judge court orders it, or that may be coming up in a court order. That may be what's best for someone, anger management and or mental health counseling. But with this moon card energy, I'm feeling like you need to release whatever type of fear you may have, whether it's the fear of you hiding from something, or if it's an insecurity that others shine lights on. You need to release that type of energy. If you can, write your way through those type of struggles, okay? So release whatever type of fears or nightmares you have. Release that through writing. Journal it out every day. Draw this energy in. What can Moon and Gemini placements draw in with this full moon, January 2026? Draw this energy in. Draw in the energy of releasing your guilt, closing cycles. Maybe you're closing a cycle of bad luck, so to speak, or bad fortune. You can close that cycle up. The energy that you can draw in with this full moon is clover, releasing your guilt. Draw this energy in. You've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long, and it's negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. You've come to a crossroad where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations or release yourself from the cage you've built around yourself. All right? So draw in the energy of that, releasing any type of guilt. Clarifying clover, draw this energy in. Clarifying clover, releasing guilt. Yeah, you got Hierophant. Whether that's rules, tradition that's outdated, or if you were part of an institution or worked for a higher organization and you feel guilty for what's being done, draw in the energy to be able to heal from that. It says tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. Maybe some of you need to draw in the energy of not feeling guilty for starting new practices, new traditions, when it comes to your spirituality or religion. If this is job related for you, I feel like you're going to end up having to release the boss or the manager or CEO, and maybe whatever you were doing there, you can perform that yourself and it won't seem so overwhelming. But with this Hierophant energy, it says if people point and laugh at you for daring to be different, point and laugh at them right back for being so cowardly as to being the same as everybody else. So regard the new way of doing things with the same respect as you used to do the old. Nothing was meant to stay the same forever. Break away from established norms every chance you guilt, every chance you get, and do not feel guilty. Somebody's projecting wanting you to feel guilty for giving up whatever this type of energy is. I don't feel like it's a marriage or commitment that's being given up. I feel like it's some type of tradition that energies no longer want to engage in. It's some type of religion that somebody no longer is resonating with. Draw in the energy of God and don't feel guilty that you're going directly to the Most High and not a priest or practitioner or a pastor or whoever. You're not going to nobody like that. What's emerging for Gemini moon during this full moon? What's emerging? What's emerging for Gemini moon? You have universe. We're all just stardust. The universe is emerging for you literally. Whatever you're manifesting or whatever you are creating, the universe is emerging for you. The opportunity for you to take care of your own individual world while still being part of this world is what's emerging for you. The opportunity to keep balancing your life and not forgetting the big picture stuff is emerging. Make sure y'all recycle, don't litter, and give thanks. So small universal tests such as recycling, not littering, and giving gratitude is emerging for you during this moon cycle. Those are some pretty easy universal tests if you ask me. Clarifying universe, what's emerging for Gemini moon? You have the Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely you're going places. For some of you, the universe could be putting some delays in your way because you need to work more tedious and pay attention more so to detail. I feel like for some Gemini moon placements, your sun sign is fire and you used to moving rapidly in the Knight of Wands, but the opportunity for you to slow all the way down is presenting itself with this full moon. So take full advantage of that with the Knight of Pentacles. The earth is way more solid than fire, correct? The universe wants you to be diligent, like when a child is diligent to doing something during their childhood. And again, if you're dealing with an actual teenager, you need to allow them to become responsible and reliable by teaching them how to be more deliberate with their moves, be more deliberate with their tasks, even if it's everyday boring things like chores. You need to be teaching them how to effectively establish themselves. If someone hexed you in the past, you keep doing what you're doing to heal yourself. Somebody's taking notes about some hexes literally as well. Something is emerging for you that's taken a very long time to get to you. What's the overall message from the universe for Gemini moon placements and or cross watchers? Message from the universe in regards to this full moon for Gemini moon, January 2026. It says you never needed those wings to fly, and then the sun card. August 11th might be significant, or even November 8th. Those dates, or those could be birthdays. Stay in the present no matter what, and make sure you practice forgiveness. I have to make sure I forgive a karmic whose birthday is August 11th. Monica Laurent, aka Mimu, Mumu, I forgive you. Just a moment. So make sure y'all are practicing forgiveness. Message from the universe. Closing this reading out. It says, come home to yourself. You never needed anybody else's wings to fly. Universe, again, we're all just stardust. Some of you are healing your teenage self, and your teenage self wants you to remember, what was your happily ever after? Can you focus on that? Can you be your own mentor and guidance counselor so you can have a happily ever after? And if you're a serious, adamant parent who knows your child is going through some type of spiritual warfare, take a chance to show them what they need to know, what they need to do to protect themselves, and what they need to do to focus on their own divine destiny and path and not get distracted. Lioness, you've earned your stripes. Remember to focus on this energy. Remember to focus on the lessons that you've learned from not giving up and being resilient, and most importantly, being emotionally available. Message from the universe. You have Temperance and Emperor. Like I said, some of y'all go be releasing a boss or a CEO or some type of manager or something. You have the Five of Wands, battle, competition, conflict over what? Money or inheritance or spiritual gifts. Ten of Wands, it's a burden, but this is a burden that you need to work through. Really be emotionally available for yourself and understand that any type of curses or hexes that was being done on you or a loved one, you're going to find out more truths about that, and really practice forgiveness and not escapism. Stay responsible and in your own power and in your own authority. Ask your angels and your past over masculine ancestors to help you let go of self-imposed limitations and show you how to let go of an individual if necessary. Okay, Gemini Moon placements, thank you for watching. Feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Bye.